Hello everyone. Our next topic, spectral distribution of black body radiation from the same lesson, kinetic theory of gases in radiation. Spectral distribution or energy distribution of black body radiation. As you know, energy radiated per unit area per unit time, that depends on the temperature of that body or temperature of that object. According to Prevost theory of exchange of heat, hotter object radiates more than the cooler objects. Also, there is a relation between frequency with the temperature. Hot objects radiates electromagnetic radiations having a large range of frequencies, and a smaller range of wavelength. As you know that frequency is inversely proportional to wavelength. So every hot objects emits the radiations having large frequencies and small wavelengths. That means here we relate temperature, frequency and wavelength in one sentence, that hot objects higher temperature, radiant energy emitted more, frequency more and wavelength shorter. Now cold object, cooler bodies, lower temperature, rate of emission is lower, frequency is lower and longer wavelength. So in short, at a low temperature the frequency of emitted radiation is higher and wavelength shorter, and at a high temperature the frequency of emitted electromagnetic radiation is lower, and the frequency or wavelength is longer. As a frequency larger, then wavelength is shorter, and as a frequency smaller, then wavelength is longer. So here is in short relation between temperature and wavelength, or hotter cooler bodies with a wavelength. Now for this phenomena, two scientists Lumiere and Pinkston studied about the energy distribution of black body radiation, and this is as a function of a wavelength. So according to them, the radiant energy or rate of emission or emitted energy, that depends on the wavelength. So as a radiant energy depends on a wavelength, that means temperature depends on a wavelength. At higher rate of emission, higher temperature and lower wavelength. So according to scientists Lumiere and Pinkston, they discuss relation between radiant power emitted or radiant energy emitted per area per time with a wavelength. So for that we take one source of a radiation, which is a cavity radiator. According to them, this cavity radiator kept at a different temperatures. Cavity radiator term as the perfect black body, as you discuss in the black body, that is perfect black body topic. So these two scientists take cavity radiator as the source of a radiation, and this cavity radiator kept at a different temperatures, and he plot the graph of radiant energy or radiant power versus wavelength. So as we discussed before that concept, that key radiant power, that depends on the wavelength, or temperature depends on the wavelength. So here according to these two scientists, he plot a graph of radiant power against wavelength, that means amount of energy radiated per unit area per unit time against the wavelength. According to this experimental curve, there are 6 points that are noted by these two scientists. First, at a constant temperature or at a given temperature, any, either 5500 Kelvin to 3000 Kelvin, at a given temperature, the energy is not distributed uniformly in the spectrum of black body. That means what? At a given temperature, here we consider at temperature 5500 Kelvin, energy is not distributed uniformly throughout the spectrum of a black body. That means here is a curve for that 5500 degree, 5500 Kelvin. Energy is not distributed uniformly. That means at all wavelengths, energy distributed is not uniform. For this wavelength, energy distributed is a maximum. For this wavelength, energy distributed is maximum, again minimum and minimum. So energy distributed for the spectrum of black body radiation is not a same everywhere. So it is not uniformly distributed. So this radiant power is not uniform. Not uniform means what? There is second point. At a given temperature, the radiant power increases initially, reaches its maximum value, and then goes on decreases. So it is not uniformly. Means what? It is a variable. Initially radiant power increases as wavelength increases, reaches its maximum value, then goes on decreasing as again wavelength increases. But if radiant power is maximum, then corresponding to this radiant power maximum, that is peak of that radiant power, there is a wavelength lambda max. So lambda max is nothing, maximum wavelength. It is a maximum intensity of radiation at that wavelength. This is a peak of that curve for the temperature 5500 Kelvin. This is a maximum wavelength. Sorry, this is a maximum intensity of radiation for that particular wavelength. Now, again third conclusion is that area under this curve, so total area under this curve is the amount of the total energy, total radiant energy emitted per area per time. So this one is a shaded region. Area under this curve denote the total radiant energy emitted by this cavity radiator or the source of radiation per that area per time for all wavelengths. All wavelengths means what? Here is a some lambda 1, lambda max, what are lambda 2, lambda 3 and so on. So for all wavelengths, energy radiated, total energy radiated is the area bounded by that curve. So now again, fourth conclusion is that the shift of this peak of that curve is shifted towards the left. What is the shift? Shifting towards the left. Peak means what? This is maximum value of radiations. This peak is shifted towards left, not right. Peak shifted towards left. Peak means highest value. So if the peak of this curve is shifted towards left, that denotes wavelength decreases for maximum radiant power, and at the same time temperature increases. In short, see here, this peak, this one, this one, this one, this one, for different temperatures of cavity radiator. So this peak will shifted towards left side of this curve. Here is shifting. That denotes the wavelength of maximum radiation will goes on decreasing as temperature increases. This is the fourth conclusion of experimental curve. Now, fifth one. Radiant power, that is amount of radiant energy emitted per area per time, is higher for higher temperature. See here. Here is a curve, maximum curve, that area bounded to this curve denotes the total energy emitted, and this energy emitted is maximum for the maximum temperature. That means radiant power emitted or the energy emitted per area per time is maximum or increases with increasing temperature. decreases with a decreasing temperature. Now last and most important conclusion for the Lumiere and Pringsheim experimental curve or experiment, which is at a temperature 300 Kelvin, that means at a room temperature, what happens? At a room temperature something like this. Here is a room temperature, because starting from here 500 to here something 3000 in a nanometer. These are the ranges of wavelength. Wavelength it increases this. So here is a 300 Kelvin temperature, that is nearly about a room temperature. What happens? At a room temperature there is a no radiant energy emitted. But as there is emitted, but we don't see them. Because of that, its wavelength is in the range of 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter, which is a longer wavelength. And as you know that as a body is heated, then what happens? Body heated, higher temperature, frequency higher, shorter wavelength. But if body is cooled, means radiant power is a less, means lower temperature, at that wavelength is a higher. This one is higher wavelength. So for higher or longer wavelength we don't see them. We don't see the ray of light. That means this is in the infrared region. That's it about the spectral distribution of a black body radiation. Okay, ठीक.